So this is what residuals actually tell us. Residuals tell us the suitability of whether a line, all right, or a linear model is the best model to use for the data or not. So we'll have a look at how that works. So at first start with thinking that if you've got a perfect linear regression model, all the data points will sit on the line. So that would mean that all your residual values are 0. So if we plot the actual residuals, so I'm not talking about plotting the data now, we're plotting the residuals, we can go in and set up a scatter plot from that same list that we've just developed on the last few slides, but we're going to plot list 3 against list 1. So for all the different values of x in list 1, let's have a look at what the residual values are at those points. Now, of course, when we plot that, we have a scattering of different residual values above and below 0, with this being the x-axis being 0. So if you had a perfect correlation, you'd have 0 residuals, and all your residuals would be sitting all perfectly along this x-line. But of course, the reality is for most relationships, we don't have a perfect correlation, okay? So you will expect residuals, and you'll expect some more than others. At some points they'll be closer, and some points they'll be further away. It's important to note that this is not the scatter plot of the data. This is a residual plot. We're actually plotting the third list here, the residuals, not the y values. Now this tells us something, okay? This tells us that you can kind of see here that there's a random scattering of data values above and below 0, or the x-axis in this scatter plot. That tells us that a linear regression model for this data is suitable. And it kind of makes sense because when you think of a line of best fit, it's averaging all the data. So you would expect a good linear regression model to slice through the middle of all the data. So you'll have some data above, some data below, about as many above as below. So the residuals will look like a random scattering of as many above as many below the 0 line, and that would indicate a good linear model, okay? So you're looking for a random scattering of your residuals on your residual plot to tell you that a linear model is the best regression model for the data. So we can look at 3 examples here on this next slide of different types of data. So these are scatter plots of actual different data. The first scatter plot, you can see pretty obviously a linear line is the best line of best fit for this. But we've tried to put a line through all the different data plots here, and you can see with the second and the third models that a line of best fit probably isn't the best model to represent that data. So here, going back to the first one, it is, because it's slicing nicely through the data with as many points above as below, as we've discussed before. So that's a good average or a good line of best fit. But here our line doesn't really cut the mustard. We can kind of see that we've got the data going up and coming back down. And it's pretty obvious to see here that you've probably got some kind of quadratic relationship that would be the best model to represent that data. And here you can kind of see the data curving down and then back up. So it's probably some kind of exponential. And again, a linear line, as much as in this case here might be sort of okay, is probably not the most ideal regression model for that data. But it's sometimes not as obvious as that, and we'll see that in a little bit. But if we look at the actual corresponding residual plots of these different data sets, so this one here corresponds to this one here corresponds to the second one, and the third residual plot to the third one, you can see for this first one here that there is essentially a bit of a random scattering of your residuals on that plot. So as we spoke about before, that indicates that a line of best fit, a linear regression model, is the most suitable. For the second one, you can sort of see here that there's definitely a distinct pattern of our residuals starting from below, going up, and then back down again. So you can see a pattern there. Now when you see a pattern in your residuals, it tends to indicate to you that a linear regression model is probably not the most suitable model. It's probably a quadratic, as we said, but definitely a linear model is not suitable. And here as well, we can see a distinct pattern of our residuals starting from above, going down below, and going back up again. So once again, there's a distinct pattern with those residuals, so that tells us that a linear model is not the most suitable model for that data. It's probably some sort of exponential model. Now in this course, we don't need to know or understand exactly what non-linear models are. We just need to identify whether a linear model is suitable, like here, or not, like in these two situations here. So we're looking for either randomness in our residuals to tell us a linear model is good, or a distinct pattern, so not random, to tell us a linear model is not.